Everyone, and welcome to the boys Class A press conference for the championship. This time I'd like to recognize the administrators for each school, and then the coach will introduce the players. For Great Falls, the principal is Brenda Fort. Is she here?
No, sir.
Okay. Athletic director is John Smith, and the head coach is John Smith. For Johnsonville, principal Stevie Phillips. Okay. Athletic director is Louis Lineberger. Okay, and the head coach is Harris Avant. Okay, Coach Avant, if you'll introduce your players, and then Coach Smith, your players, and then we'll take questions.
We have Coach Andre Weathers, assistant coach, Aaron Black, and Aaron Mack.
Coach Smith.
My left is Xavier Holmes, his left Ernest Alford, Brandon Crisco, and Shaquille Simpson.
Thank you. Okay, at this time we'll open the floor for questions.
Coach Smith, you're here, seems like about every year. You've won 800 plus games. How do you keep building every year? You're always here, it seems like. And how many state titles have you won at Great Falls?
So,
What's the challenge of this group this year?
well, this is a veteran group. It returned 3 starters. Our seniors, this is the 4th year that they'll be participating in the state championship. The challenge has always been, you know, you've got that bullseye on your back. If we get everybody's best shot, and we expect that Saturday. So hopefully, you really don't find out who the best team is in a one-day thing. If you play 4 out of 7 or 3 out of 5, you find out. But on that day, you have to play your best. Sometimes you come in and play well. Sometimes you don't come in and play well. It's just rolling the dice sometimes.
How many years have you got in coaching? I know it's a bunch.
That's a personal question. Getting personal. 43. Bullseye. Talk about putting a bullseye on me.
But you're only 50, so you know.
I like the way you count. There you go. That's the way I count. 39 and 0.
Coach Smith, this is our 18th title game?
19.
Excuse me.
Coach Avant, is Johnsonville ever played in the state final?
This is the first time.
So it's 19-1.
Yes, indeed.
Tell me about your team. I talked to you a few weeks ago, right before the playoffs started, and you were extremely pleased with the way your season was going. But you know, you just said we'll take the playoffs as they come and see what happens. But I mean, here you are. So kind of talk about how this team is kind of gelled like no other team has that you've had.
They started gelling, I believe, back in the summer. We went to a team camp over at Francis Marion. Coach Edwards over there, and I noticed that they were coming together as a whole group. And we went into football season. They played football together. That chemistry was still there. From basketball, rolled over into football, and then right back into our basketball season this year. And all of these guys are good friends with one another. They respond well to one another. With any given combination that's on the floor, they work very well. They're very unselfish guys on the court as well. And each one of them has a strong will and desire to win, whichever sport it is that they're playing. And, we're excited to be here. Coach Smith, 19 times, my first. So we're excited. This is good for Johnsonville. It's good for our community, our school. Everybody that's been involved with our recreation programs over the years, we've put in a lot of time and effort. These young men, and some more to come. We applaud their efforts, and we're so happy for the Johnsonville community.
Aaron and Arian, just talk about what it means to be here. Everyone's pretty excited in the community and everything, but as players, what was it like after that Burke game? And probably a lot of phone calls and congratulations all around for you guys.
Well, it was a lot of phone calls. I had like 80-some text messages. Feel good to be here. We're here now, but mission ain't complete yet. For me, it's exciting because us being a senior, this is what we play for, state championship. It's exciting.
Coach Avery, just talk about the way you guys finished on Saturday. down late and were able to come back. What do you think that confidence-wise, you got to be at an all-time high after the way you guys finished against Burke?
It is, and we started playing with a lot more confidence, I think. Go even back towards the Carver's Bay home game that we had the second time we played them. Our confidence level started getting more and more confidence, more and more team chemistry. And then going into this game Saturday with Burke, Coach Brown, he had a very well coached team, well prepared team, but the last 2 minutes of that game, we look up there and we're down 6 points. But I tell the guys in the timeout, it's not over with yet. You got to keep fighting. We fight to the very end. And that's been the case with any Johnsonville team that I've been associated with since I've been in Johnsonville for 21 years. These kids will fight to the very end. Whichever group of kids just been over the years, they will fight as hard as they can fight to the very end. And that's what we did Saturday.
Did both coaches define your starting five, who they are in the position real quick?
Our point guard is Brandon Crisco, 6'1" senior. 2 guard is Shaquille Simpson, 5'9" guard. Small forward is Ernest Stafford, 6 foot senior. Power forward is Jamarcus Cup, 6'2" sophomore. And our center is Xavier Holmes, 6'4" center.
What grade, senior? Senior?
4 seniors and a sophomore. Now, I think the main thing is these two teams, when you looked at the brackets at the beginning of the year, and I'm sure Coach Harris saw Burke in the lower state, and every time that Burke had made it to the lower state finals, whether it was 4A, AAA, AA, or A, they made it to the finals. And I'm sure all the Great Falls people looked down there and saw Calhoun County, plus you got to play at Calhoun County. And Calhoun County has done a tough out for anybody. You pretty well mark Johnsonville and Great Falls off the list. You know, it's going to be Burke and Calhoun County. Great Falls going to Calhoun County. It's not going to be Calhoun County, and Johnsonville is not going to beat Burke. And we dispelled that myth right there. It's going to be who plays the best Saturday. If you can beat those two clubs, that's the main thing. These kids, both schools overcame a lot to get here and beat some quality teams. The bracket did not favor either one of us. So we're both happy to be here and proud to be here.
For any of the Great Falls players, I guess, expectation of playing in the program that's had so much success. A lot of pressure on you guys to try to get here every year, and just talk about how the season has gone.
Our expectation of every year is like to make it to a state championship. Like, because we're so used to make it to every year. Like this is my 4th year being on the varsity, playing for the varsity, and each year I make it to the state championship. Like it won't be a successful season if we don't make it to the state.
I think it's kind of expected too, being here so many times. If we Great Falls at the top of their season, it usually ends up with the state championship. We can't win every single one, but we go out there and play hard every time, so it's pretty much expected.
Pass sometimes works for you. It shows what you're capable of doing if you really put the time and effort into it. It just shows that you're capable of making it. You still have to do the things necessary to win the games, and pretty much that's been the case. Timing it out, both teams Saturday, Landrum didn't have a good night from the floor, and neither did Great Falls. If Landrum would have been on their shooting, we wouldn't be sitting here, to be honest with you. Sometimes it's just timing and a little bit of luck.
Are your styles similar? Can you comment on the style of play? I mean, are we going to see two teams that are similar in what they do, or is it a drastic, one team more patient, one team runs a lot defensively? Are y'all very similar?
I haven't seen them play, so I have no idea.
What's your style?
What their style is. You know, you go back and look in the playoffs, you see they scored 73 points against Calhoun County, and then Saturday they scored 49 points. So you look at the difference in points there, you know, one game looks like a faster paced game, the other one looks like a more patient and a slower paced game. So, I haven't seen any game film or anything on Great Falls. I have not even looked through their personnel of the players yet. Hadn't had time. So hopefully we get back today, we can try to put together some kind of squad report.
Moving this from Tuesday to Monday, you play Saturday, you got Sunday off. It's very difficult to contact anybody. We sent a scout, but the game was broadcast live, so we pretty much know from what we saw from the video from Saturday, if that's typical. But by Wednesday or Thursday, both of us will have a better idea of what to expect and how to go back and do a game plan. It's just a short turnaround from Saturday to Monday.
Coach Yvette, describe your style of play. What is your calling card on both sides of the ball? Zone or man defense or tempo offense?
We don't want to reveal too many secrets here.
Trust me, it's online, Coach. So the ITV is on.
We can mix it up. We have the capabilities of mixing it up, depending on who we're playing. We can go man to man. We can go zone. We can go half court zone, trap.
My scout said he was the quickest team we were facing. They had great guard play.
I should ask you that.
That's what my scout said. He's not quite telling you the truth. He can press and he can play great defense. He can play 94 feet and he has great guard play.
There you go.
Scout. That's a scout.
That's online.
Coach, you asked about my starting lineup earlier, and I never got a chance to respond to it. We got Aaron Black. Everybody calls him Duke. He's our guard. We got Corday Wilson, another guard. Aaron Mack, who's up here with us today, he's our other starter. Chris Hicks, and right now Antron Davis has worked his way back into the starting lineup at our center position.
Why are you called Duke?
Yeah, I got.
I've always known him as Duke. We were having basketball tryouts back when Duke was in the 8th grade. Had JV guys on one end, varsity guys on the other end. He was in my class, because I teach 8th grade science, and he was in my class. And I asked one of the other coaches, I said, who's this kid over here? He said, oh, that's Duke. Duke. I believe I'm going to go ahead and get him right now. And I did. I got him right there out of the 8th grade. And he's been with us for 4 years now.